Quite a few. It's not an enormously common event, but I've done probably at least a dozen or so involving deaths where an animal was involved one way or another.
Have you conducted any autopsies in which any individual was attacked by a dog?
Yes, I have a few.
Can you describe that for the jury?
Well, I'd have to just refresh my memory out of the blue here. But first of all, I had a number of cases, 3 or 4, I think, over the years involving children. It was primarily children who were killed by feral dogs, and the dogs attacked the kid, and killed them. So I had that a few times. But then I've also had cases where an animal, or a dog particularly, was involved, but wasn't the actual cause of death, so to speak, but they were involved in something that was happening and left some traces of their activity in the form of bite marks or scratch marks.
In your professional opinion, are those injuries consistent with an animal attack?
Are they consistent with what?
An animal attack.
I would say they are, yes. I'm not 100% sure about this, but my initial reaction when I saw this photograph was that it was probably an animal mark, and most likely I would say a dog. Scrape marks with the paws, and possibly also a bite mark or from the teeth as well, possibly. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't get a chance to analyze it right there on the spot, so to speak. But my basic impression is that these were consistent with marks caused by, say, a dog using his paws, or claws, if you want to put it that way, and possibly the teeth as well.
And if there's a pointer up there, would it be possible to direct the jury to the injuries that you're referring to on the screen? There should be a little laser pointer up there, I believe.
I don't know that I see one.
It's not there.
Oh.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Sure.
Okay.
Using the laser pointer, could you indicate the injuries that you believe you just testified are consistent with scratch marks?
Actually, in a sense, they're all consistent with scratch marks in the sort of the more generic sense of their, whether it's the paws or the teeth, they're going across the skin rather than going straight into it. So they're all of these marks are generally consistent with, if you want to call them, scratch marks. So I don't know if this will work on the screen, but you basically got what looks like there's one pair there, with possibly a third one in the middle. There are 2 very clear parallel marks there, with another one fainter in the center. Then you have, going closer to the elbow, you've got another 2 or 3, whichever way you look at that. At the elbow itself, you have, that part of the elbow there is what I would think is the most likely candidate here for a bite mark, because it has something of the configuration of the outline of teeth. And then the ones on the